Hi, I'm Adam, and this is Lauren. Thank you all. Thank you all for coming. I mean, you guys are like my best friends and family, right? And your best friends.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, and so thank you so much for honoring us by coming out tonight. And I wanted to say a couple words about what marriage means to me and Lauren. She's married to me. It's us. It's we. So we were interviewing wedding planners because neither of us have much knowledge about how to throw a wedding. And we'd sit down with this one guy, and he says, I said, what does a wedding cost these days? And he says, well, I just got done with one, and each centerpiece was $2,000, and about $1 million was like the total bill. And I'm like, oh my goodness, this might not happen. And I kind of said something to that effect, you know. And he said, well, look. Marriage, it might seem expensive, but marriage, you know, a wedding is not just a celebration of you guys. It's a celebration of marriage for everybody. I mean, marriage has brought us families together and children, and kittens come from marriages, and it's a good thing. It's a really good thing. For all the tough times that are predicted by every married couple that I talk to about how tough it is, which I don't believe. I think it's going to be bliss every day, every minute. It's a good thing. And so maybe tonight you could look at your wife, if you have one, or lady friend, and just be like, this is a celebration for us, and mostly Adam and Lauren, but also us, being you. And it's a good thing, and I wanted to say that. Do you want to add anything? No, you don't. Okay, I spoke for us. Now, I feel like, too, I can't give a toast to us. That'd be weird. Why do we have these drinks up here? I feel like I should tell a story or two. I mean, if you know me at all, I love a microphone and a captive audience, which you are, and so a story or two. I'll give you some options. Would you like to hear a story of me and Lauren's first kiss?
Yeah.
Good enough. I'll tell it. Okay, so Lauren moved back to the desert, which I did not see happening. I was not really sure that was not going to happen, and all of a sudden she's going to come back to the desert, and she does that, and then we are hanging out a lot, and for every day, a lot. At some point, I said to her, "Look, maybe we should try something." Right? We're like best friends. Maybe this is meant to be more. And she was like, I don't think so. I mean, not really at all. And I guess I was so like into her though that after like I don't know how many times we talked about it, I just kept at it. I didn't know what I just kept at it. It was like so maybe 4 months. I remember the day. It was November 17th, one of my brother's birthdays. But I started 3 days earlier. Actually, best man Nate Mack had me over for dinner, and his wife Sarah, and they said, look, what you got to do is corner her, grab her, preferably from behind, she doesn't see it coming, kiss her. And then she'll be over it, like, that wasn't that bad, and I'll date you. And like, look, she's fast, and she's strong, and she sees everything coming. So I tried the technique, and it didn't work. She saw it coming. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? I was like, you know what I'm doing. You know. So, fought me off, and that was a Thursday night. Friday night I tried again. Several times, fought me off. Saturday I tried some more, fought me off. But each time she fought me off, it felt a little bit weaker of an effort. You know, like I was making progress, which was sort of the story of our relationship. Long efforts over a period of time and slow progress. Sunday night comes around, and she says, I try again, get denied, and then she says, I'll let you give me a back rub in bed. And I'm like, oh, this is it. And so I keep trying. She's like super proper about it. I mean, I know what you guys are thinking. She's super proper. Finally, I'm like, I'm coming in like this, right? And she turns her head. And I'm coming in again. But each time, a little less. And then finally, oh, I got it. I couldn't believe it. Oh my gosh, it was hard. And I got it. Okay, that was the story of our first kiss. And then this is funny. Oh. The next night I try for another kiss. You know what she says? You're getting greedy. When's the next kiss? She doesn't know. Took a while. Very slow. Moving on. It was worth it. What else was I going to talk about? It was in the bulletin. First time I met your parents? How much time do I have?
It's your night.
So the first, now this is a good one. So the first time I met her father was down in Palm Springs, and Gordon. And she says, now listen, I'm going to invite you to meet my dad.
Don't talk.
He doesn't, yeah, don't talk. Now, my dad is a quiet guy. He doesn't talk much. And I'm like, that's reasonable. I mean, I'll do the talking. That's not a problem, you know. So when I show up, though, I'm like thinking, well, I should, you know, everyone likes to talk a little bit about themselves, you know, but I didn't know what to ask Gordon. So I said, what would be really important to Gordon? Well, his daughter, right? So I asked Gordon, hey, tell me about Lauren. I mean, she's, you guys know her in the gym. She's extroverted. She's the life of the party. Sounds like she stays up late. You know, tell me about your daughter. This is the daughter I know. Who do you know? She's like, whoa, different girl. My daughter loves to be alone and watch Buffy the Vampire Slayer. And she's watched the entire series 7 times. Is it 7? I think it's 7. Yeah. It's a great series. I watched it with her, and it was good. Just watched Buffy. Anything you want to say?
I think you said it all.
Did I say it all? Oh, Adam. I just want to thank everyone again for coming and being part of my life and Lauren's life. Hopefully, you guys can continue to be a part of it for as long as we're together. 67 years is the record right now. Here we go. Day 1, 3, 2, 1, Gene. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, and one other thing. If anyone is confused by our wedding guest book over there on the table, it's creative. It's a creative project. Thumbprint, signature, fill it up if you haven't done it yet. We want to put it on our wall in our new house. Oh my gosh. And just it'll remind us of all of you. Some of you have done some creative things like draw little Maine Coon kittens in thumbnails, our fingerprints, super creative. And lastly, I wanted to say, we're going to actually write our wedding vows. Some of you may not have heard them all. We're going to write our wedding vows in it. So all you have to do is get invited over for dinner, and you can read our vows and spend time with us. Thank you very much.
We're going to cut the cake in just a few minutes.